What's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Joined alongside Tim live in Green Bay. We got Emilio in Tennessee here for a special Chalk Talk edition of PTA. We're going to break down the Green Bay Packers Minnesota Vikings tape. I've got 15 plays. You guys know the goal is to keep it under 10 plays. We couldn't do it in this one. It was just too much fun. So we got 15 plays to break down tonight. Key plays, in my opinion, the most important plays of the game. Understand there's going to be two or three that you'll probably go, I wish he would have broke that one down. But these are the ones that kind of led to scoring drives, obviously turnovers, explosive plays, things like that. But Tim, how you doing this evening, pal?
Doing good. Happy to be here. I'm glad Emilio's in the house. Break down a little film. This is going to be nice.
Going to be a lot of
Happy
fun.
to be here. First dry day, I think, today. So, thoughts and prayers to everyone that's been going through it. Definitely, I've been seeing a lot of relief effort on there. If you need water, hay, anything like that for the animals, all that big stuff. Appreciate everyone doing that.
Yeah, everybody's kind of coming together. Last I heard, there was over 1,000 people still missing in Tennessee and North Carolina. But I'm sure that number has come down quite a bit because there have been people located. And obviously, unfortunately, we've lost a lot of people. But everybody pulling together, though, man, it sucks. But
dude, every other post seems like I roll through and it's like one dude's taking 3 trailers of bales, square round bales to all the animals that got, uprooted basically. And then totes of water, just clean drinking water from the hill, bring it over. And, you need that stuff right now. And everyone comes together. It really shows, who we are.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's funny, all these people, your phones are getting blown up with text messages from politicians this time of year, but they're just nowhere in sight when crap hits the fan. It's everybody helping each other, Isn't it funny how that works? But that is 2024 in a nutshell, no doubt. Had a couple things we could hit on first, but since we're going to try Chalk Talk, here's what we're going to do, gang. You guys know we've been doing Chalk Talk on Rumble, and I've had a bunch of people reach out and say, Clayton, you can do it on YouTube. You can do it on YouTube. You're allowed to use the All-22 on YouTube. We're going to try it. It may be the end of the channel, but we're going to try it. Again, we never got an explanation as to what happened with the channel exactly, but we're going to give this a shot. So everyone, the routine, the drill. If the stream goes down, we'll still be live on Rumble and on X. Okay,
and it might just go down for a minute or two. I'd say give it, couple minutes if it does go down and see, because they might just bring it back up on YouTube.
Absolutely. I've been told we're allowed to use this footage, so hopefully that's the case.
Heard it from a fan right here.
That's who told him was a fan. Nobody from YouTube actually said anything.
I've had so many people reach out and say, man, do Chalk Talk on YouTube. Do Chalk Talk. I'm going, I don't know. So we're going to do it. All right, we'll give it a shot. It's going to be a learning experience here. But again, the biggest issue is lack of communication. You can't talk to anybody at YouTube. They won't explain to you what happened. It's just read these 10 pages of rules. Got it.
Edit right, these. Cool. How about that?
So with that being said, let's get into it. This is Packers, Vikings, week 4. Obviously, you guys know how it ended up. Tough loss there, losing by 2 points at home. But again, I think there's a lot of positive to come out of this. Hopefully, here's the goal. When we do this tonight, our goal is to understand what happened and why did it happen. Understand, too, I threw this together as quickly as I could, so there's a chance that I missed some stuff. If you guys noticed something I missed, if I made an error here, I'm not above approach here, right? Let's let me know what I missed, and we'll kind of correct it as we go here. And I'm sure I'll catch something. I always do along the way. Go, oh, crap, I wrote that in wrong. But we'll dive right into it. Y'all ready?
Yes.
And you guys let me know. Cut me off if the stream goes down. Okay, I do want to know if the stream goes down.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on my phone.
Cool, sweet. All right, so here we go. And keep an eye for super chats as well in case we get something there. So, all right, first play we're going to show here is first quarter, 12:43 left. It's a 3rd and 14 for the Vikings at their own 40-yard line. I'm not going to lie, man. It was this right at this point in the game. I felt really good. Like, oh man, 3rd and 14. Let's go. Let's get them off the field, go down, score. We get the ball after halftime. All that good stuff. It's everything you're looking for, right? In a situation there as far as deferring to the second half. But 3rd and 14, this is the Sam Darnold pass to Naylor for 31 yards, all right? And here's the defense we came out in. This was really interesting. You guys know Javon Bullard got a lot of snaps, right? The Evan Williams got a few, what was it, like 11 snaps. So they were on the field at the same time, along with Xavier McKinney. To the best of my knowledge, what we've got here is what they call giant dime or big dime. I've always heard it called giant dime, big nickel. That's how you differentiate between the two. And what it means is there's 3 safeties on the field. So you've got 6 DBs, but there's 3 safeties. Okay. Right. So it's technically a 4-1-6 defense. Quay Walker's the only linebacker out there. Okay. And we do show an overload here, Emilio. Tim, you remember we talked about this. We didn't think we see much overload, but you see it right here, right? Yep. So first drive of the game, they did come out in overload. That's something I didn't remember while we were watching the game. But again, the call is giant dime, which is 3 safeties, 4-1-6, overload, TT, cover 1 man, 18 bracket. Let me explain what that means real quick. So essentially what you've got here with the TT, these guys are going to try to run a stunt. So Carl Brooks is going to try to engage and come across, and Kenny is going to try to come across this way. The problem is Carl Brooks gets kicked right back into Kenny. They got no push whatsoever. So that's the TT aspect. You're going to have a rush. Everybody's man coverage here. You see Quay going in motion with Aaron Jones, man coverage, right? Mm-hmm. Man coverage across the board. And then up top, what you got is it's cover 1 man, okay? So that's how this is going to shake out. And you'll notice the late rotation here. There's Quay. That's how you know it's man. You see him following. Everybody barking out their signs. Ball snap. All right, so now what you see is kind of this bracket. 18 bracket is real simple, guys. You see, I think it might be Evan Williams here, actually. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was. He drops down because this is our boy number 18, Justin Jefferson, running across her. So He's bracket covering Justin Jefferson. This was part of the game plan we talked about, right? When I say 18 bracket, he's number 18. So we're talking about bracket coverage. You got man coverage underneath, and 33 is just going to lock over the top on him. That makes sense. So the problem is they are running a little bit of kind of a mid-mesh play, right? These guys are looking to run a route that intersects, and you're going to see our boy Eric Stokes get picked. But not only that, really he gets his lunch ate, to be honest with you. Watch Eric Stokes on this play. And this is why I don't like man coverage. There is just a whole lot of things that can go wrong when it comes to explosive plays. So you see Eric, he just gets cooked. Like he's already swimming before the pick even happens. And then right here, you can kind of see you got to weave through traffic a touch, off to the races. And now you see right here, there's that bracket coverage we talked about, right? That 18 bracket. So again, when your guy in man coverage gets cooked like this, there's nobody to help. Everybody else is focused on their work. Now, this guy's got eyes on it, but he's also got responsibility here if they cut across the middle, right? So it's just over. Bang. That's a 3rd and 14 they convert right out of the gate.
And I know people were complaining about the rush. Can you run it back to the beginning?
I can actually take you to the box cam right here if that's all right. Yeah, it'd be a little bit better.
So you were talking about the TT, right? We're overloaded right, but also you have your tight end over here on Rashawn Gary. So he's not even starting his route. It's a block release. And then same with Aaron Jones coming into Chip Preston. So you have a 3-on-2 in the center with your 2 guards in center against Kenny and Brooks there. And then you got your 2 edges trying to rush upfield after getting chipped. So they're coming in right now. Both of the tight end and the running back, get your hands on them, push them out, and look at these tackles. They basically that's like a practice rep. All right, let me get a 3-foot. I'm set square. Quarterback's to my back already. All I need to do is just catch this guy coming at me. And the twist didn't hit. They knew that we do like to run those twists, and we didn't get a push. I mean, it happens, but there was also 6 to start blocking 4 on the beginning of that play.
Yep, and you can see Aaron Jones chip Preston Smith just long enough to basically take him out of the play and give Darnold time to get rid of the ball. Right. But I'm with you, Clay, man. You look at the man coverage in this type of situation, all it takes is one mistake right there by Stokes. It's over.
Separation, man.
Yep, it's over. And to Xavier McKinney's credit back there, kind of having dual responsibility, he basically covered all of that ground on the play.
And the big whipping boy this year is Rashawn Gary. Everybody's going, oh, you pay too much. You suck. This is what's happening, guys. 20% of his pass rush snaps, he's getting chipped. 2 blockers. You've got 2 guys occupying this cat.
Yep. You
should be able to win somewhere else. The real issue is this right here. Yep. That has got to be the worst executed TT stunt I've ever seen. Kenny's got to hop out here. Carl's got to get more push. They just kind of run into each other and then watch Carl get right back in his face. Like that's cheats. That's absolute cheats. And again, Gary is the one who gets closest to the quarterback, and he just fought through a double team.
Yep.
So that's what you're seeing a lot of. I want to mention this real quick since we're talking about Gary. If I can get this up here. I put a tweet out earlier. I recommend everybody go check it out to understand. So Rashawn Gary's third down chart, I went ahead and chart all of his third down snaps. He had 10 snaps, one-on-one pass blocking, 4 of the 5 snaps. So five of the 10 snaps on his third down rushes, he had one-on-one blocking situations, right? Mm-hmm. 4 of those 5, the result of the play was an incomplete pass. They chipped him 2 of those 10 snaps, which is 20%, right on par with what we talked about, his overall pass rush snaps that he's getting chipped 5th most in the league, right? And then the other play, he flushed the quarterback out of the pocket to the left. That's when Sam Darnold got the third down. We over-pursued up the field on the left side. Gary wins his rush and flushes him out to the left. And then the other one was this still shot I got right here. That's Gary making the tackle in a goal line situation on a run play. So he had 10 snaps. 5 of those 10 snaps were one-on-one blocking, 4 of which resulted in an incomplete pass. The chips, again, 2 of the 10 plays, he was chipped. Bringing it to 20%, which is what we talked about. He flushed the quarterback out of the pocket once, and then, of course, he was in coverage on one of those snaps too, by the way. Yep. Oh, no. Rashawn Gary dropped into coverage. That's right. So, again, it doesn't matter who your DC is. Edge defenders are going to drop into coverage from time to time. You know what's beautiful about that game plan? I know it didn't pan out on Sunday. When you got guys that they're going, look, I want 2 bodies on him the whole game, you drop him into coverage, now you got 2 people looking for him, and they ain't doing anything, especially in a fire zone situation. So, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, again, that was the 3rd and 14 conversion there in the first quarter, man. That really kind of set the tone for the Vikings.
And no sugar, you know what I mean? Like, I know we're in cover 1 man, but still, like, Sam Darnold knew from before Aaron Jones took motion that it was going to be man coverage. He just had to pick his matchup that he wanted. He knew that it was 2 chips. Did I like Jefferson or did I like Addison? I mean, it wasn't too hard of a decision there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next play, first quarter, 11:53 left, 1st and 10 play at Green Bay's 29. This is later in this drive. Darnold to Addison for the 29-yard touchdown, okay? Here's the call. Nickel 4-2-5 shell. Notice the shell they're showing here, pre-snap. Got your safeties deep, showing shell. It's cover 3 buzz. What that means is this safety's going to buzz into the box for a mid-zone. So deep third, deep third, deep third, and this is going to be kind of underneath the flat, underneath the flat, like that. That's how that cover 3 looks, all right? Now, here's the problem. You got to know your assignment. This is Corey Ballantyne, my boy. I'm taking this one on the chin because you guys know I love Corey Ballantyne. His call right here, guys, is deep third. Above anything else on this play, you cannot let that number 1 receiver, the only receiver on that side, this guy, get behind you in this deep third. Can't happen. And he throws him a little double move here. Watch this. I'm pretty sure this is Corey. This wasn't the Keyshawn. This was Corey, right? So watch this. Now they move a tight end over to get a number 2. Watch Corey. See him bite right there? Double move. It's over. Cooked. That's what happened. That's how you give up that touchdown in cover 3.
Right.
And you can see, I think this is McKinney right here, I believe, but you can see him throw his head back like, what the hell are you doing, bub? But again, that's you. We've seen this all year last year, right? We caught a lot of cover 3 last year. What's going on? Why is it happening? The players are blowing the coverage. Cover 3, you don't need to bot on that, bro. Mm-hmm. That's not you. That's not you.
Look, you got almost a triangle there. If he kept backpedaling, you still had a dude sitting on the 20 and the underneath route.
And this is exactly what Saban teaches. When you've got 2 targets, right? You got 2 targets, you want triangle defense. Right? You want 3 defenders covering 2. You always want to stay +1. When you've got 3 receivers, 1, 2, 3, you want a box approach. And you've got it. That's all you can do as a defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. This should be covered up just fine. If Ballantyne runs with him, where are they going with the football, guys? Seriously, where are they going? Because they're kind of leaning Mabel. Yeah. See 3 on this side. So again, if he covers that, there is nothing there. Nothing.
And that's what I think a reporter asked that in Matt's interview yesterday or whatever it was. And I think he thought it was Nixon too, the reporter. He's like, no, that was Valentine. Bit on double, double move. Yeah, he bit. I mean,
yeah. Now here's the rush. It looks like we got a 9. Let's see, a 9-4-I-1-9 on the technique. It's just a 4-man rush. Let's watch the rush here. And notice here too, by the way, guys, Gary isn't in the game. The whipping boy isn't out there this time. You got LVN and Enigbari on the edges. All right, so here we go. Let's watch the rush. Kenny gets doubled. There's just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can see with the rush too, they're not pinning their ears back. This is what Matt talked about. Like Enigbari isn't throwing an exotic move here on the outside, right? He's just kind of working, keeping the quarterback in the pocket.
Right.
You blew a coverage. It's real simple.
Because I mean, you would if you're begging for them to be a pass rusher, that they're going to be taking different lanes. Sam Darnold's going to have a running lane, all that stuff, which is not ideal. But I mean, he's also not a mobile quarterback, so I see where people are coming at it in that perspective.
Definitely, man, definitely. Shout out to Josh Vallanningham gifting 5 Packer Fan Total Access memberships. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for that, man. All right, next play. Tim, you got anything on that one, man? Anything I missed there? Anything you noticed?
No, I just more of the same. It's one thing to fall for the double move in man coverage, but if you're if you're in zone, that doesn't look good. And Bullard was busy back there, on the ball side. So I mean, you don't really expect to have to come over there in that situation, in that type of coverage. So yeah, that one's on Valentine for sure.
And you hate it, Tim, because we just brought him up from the practice squad. You're not asking him. I don't need you to play the miraculous hero ball. Just play solid. Do your 111th, and that's it just didn't happen. That's all.
It's tough. It's that everyone wants to be like Ja, right? Little freelance, jump a route, get a pick six, and sometimes it ends up the other way around like this, and you're down 7-zip real quick,
We love it when they pick the ball off. Boy,
right.
we roast them when they blow the cover. It's just the way that works. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. So Minnesota goes up 7-0 on that touchdown pass. Green Bay marched right down the field, missed a 37-yard field goal. So it's still Vikings 7-0. And then the very next drive, the Packers got 4 defensive penalties on that one drive. 4 defensive penalties on one drive that led to another touchdown. Okay, so now Minnesota's up 14-0. So trouble now, right? First quarter, 23 seconds left. 3rd and 7 at our own 33. This is the Jordan Love interception. Here was the play call: 11 gun, Trey left, T weak, dagger, Y hook, X fade, T leak. All right, and it was an out on the leak. So let's talk about what all of this means here. 11 gun, real quick. We talked about it a bunch of times. With 11 gun, it's 1 running back, 1 tight end, right? We're going Trey left. Trey left means there's 3 targets on the left, one of which is a tight end that's attached, and doesn't have to be attached, but he is in this situation, okay? And then the T is opposite side of the tight end, which makes him weak. That's 11 gun, Trey left, T weak. Now, let's talk about the passing concepts, the route combinations here. We've got dagger, all right? Dagger is a dig with a go. So the 1 is a dig, the 2 is a go. All right. Y hook, the Y is just going to kind of come out here and sit down in a hook underneath. So you're getting a high-low read, and you're still throwing dagger into the concept, right? X fade is real simple. Dobbs is going to try to get on the outside shoulder and run a go route here. You're going to notice number 2, it might be Stephon Gilmore, eats Dobbs's lunch. He bumps him, throws him on the ground, and Dobbs goes flying out of bounds. It's just wild that he gets manhandled like this. And then T leak with the out is a little chip, and then get out here and run a little out route. Okay, so you guys remember in our preparation, one of the things we had on notes, their EPA allowed on defense when you go Trey and trips left was really good. We wanted to stick with trips and Trey right. This is right here you go, Trey left. Their EPA got even better, boys, on the year. So let's roll the play here and show you what happens. And again, watch the trips, watch the dagger. There's a little hook underneath, right? This is him going to Watson. This is the hospital ball we talked about, guys. Look right here. There's no reason to be throwing that football right there. And I know we like to roast Watson, and he's fragile, and he's made of glass and all those things.
Why didn't the ball go to Josh Jacobs?
It's a great question, Tim. I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
First
Run
of all,
that whole thing back, please.
look at Dobby. Watch Dobby. Watch Dobby.
Yeah,
I think that was Dobbs. Well, he just gets dang. So now roll it back again. This is what they're talking about. Watch Josh Jacobs on the leak here. This is what I'm talking about. Trying to get too much at one time, right? Watch the leak, chip, leak out, right? Just key in on Josh Jacobs.
wide open.
3rd and 7 play. You think Josh Jacobs ain't picking up that, especially with Stephon Gilmore, I believe it is, back to the ball. But
Yep.
Stuff.
And you've got a line. Is that a linebacker there in the middle, crashing in the middle? So you're probably going to at least get the first down yardage, I would think, right?
Yeah.
They'll catch and run.
Yeah. Matt was talking about it. That Tampa 2, that center backer on the G right there, he carries Musgrave like it's a Tampa 2, but he carries and falls off that clear route early and jumps Christian, and that's where Jordan was talking about wanting to make a high-low with the nickel there, which he had if that guy kept running with Musgrave, who's on the 50 right now. So that we're looking for that streak. For Musgrave clearing him out, pulling him all the way to the top, basically turning that defense into a cover 3 with the backer in the middle, drop it right in the hole. But it didn't happen because he made a good play, peel off. He was betting that Jordan wasn't going to fire it to Musgrave in between the 2 safeties and jumped it. But like Tim was saying, hit Jacobs and just take the easy one and go.
Right.
But also,
and even if you don't get the first down, you live for a 4th and short maybe or something. Yeah.
Right. And from the beginning, I mean, even looking to Josh Jacobs, he didn't. I mean, it wasn't like a chip we saw with Aaron Jones and their tight end. Our tight end ran his streak route to pull. I mean, he's right there on the edge. Does he get a hand on does Musgrave get a hand on the edge player? No. I mean, he just gave him a shake. You know what I mean? Versus throw him off the route, take a second off your route. I think we were trying to hit the timing there.
Yeah. And again, there's not any receivers in the league that's going to survive this hit. Watch this. Like, you can't. I remember, and I don't mean to harp on it, but I remember Aaron Rodgers last year here when he would not throw, and people were going, "There's a guy open, throw the ball." And you had Hall of Famer Kurt Warner breaking down the tape going, "You can't. You're going to get your receiver killed if you throw that ball." It's a perfect example, right? You can't throw that ball. You just can't. I don't like the spacing of the play. I'm going to be honest with you. So it's not like it's a perfectly designed play, but you got to hit Jacobs there and live to fight another down, man. Because now you're without one of your most dynamic playmakers there in Christian Watson, obviously. So so that interception there, let's see. And I'm trying not to be depressed here, guys. I don't want this to be oh god, we got to watch the bad tape. It's a learning experience. Here's what happened. Why did it happen? What went wrong? Right.
We've got some Viking fans in here watching, Clayton. They said they were looking for the tears.
Yeah, you're not going to find any of those here. Sorry.
It must suck, man, to be a part of a fan base that you don't have anything to watch other than your opponent's streams. It's hilarious, right? I'm sorry that the people who break down the tape for you guys just don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. But y'all are welcome in here. Thanks.
Right. Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, no doubt. Drop a super chat too, man. We'll hit a skull or two, all right? So after that, Minnesota obviously up 14-0. So Minnesota goes on to score a touchdown. Addison with the sweep. That made it 21-0. Green Bay misses another field goal. That was a 49-yarder. So it's still 21-0. And then they went 3 and out. Minnesota, all right, up 21-0 there. So the defense forced a 3 and out, get the ball back. This is the Jordan Love interception from his own 19-yard line. Okay, so again, we're in the second quarter, 6:05 left in the second, 1st and 10 play. We come out in a 12-gun, nasty balance, T-right, 84 smash T swing. All right. And here's what all that means. Remember, we talked about 12. We're going to probably see a lot of 12 because their EPA against was kind of low on that. Here's your 12 balance that we talked about all week long. So you've seen it. Nasty splits. Everybody's inside of the numbers. That's what the nasty means. And then T right, of course, is just a T sidecar right. 84. Okay. That's the numerical code or calling from the route tree here. Okay. It's going to be a post. Right, so you're going to run a post here and a curl, all right? That's what the play design is supposed to be. On the other side, it's supposed to be smash. So your Y is going to run a corner, and then your receiver is going to run a sit. That's called the smash concept. And then the T swing is just going to swing out and get a little safety valve here. This is the play Matt talked about. So let's just focus on where the ball goes. It's going to go over here to the left, to the quarterback's left. This play was supposed to be ran like this, okay? More vert. And then you got a sit here. I want you to watch how Dobbs runs this route. It's what Matt talks about. He gets rerouted, goes out, and just kind of bends back in. And now you got Musgrave here. So as Love tries to hit Dobbs off of this route where he kind of broke it off too shallow, Musgrave thinks the ball's being thrown to him. And that's why Matt LaFleur bailed Musgrave out big time. Like, hey, no, that ain't on Luke. Luke ran his concept right. Romeo's the one who screwed it up here. See how he gets bent outside? That's supposed to be literally a post route. Yeah. Instead, he turns it into kind of like I don't know what you call that. So Musgrave thinks the ball is going to him because he's expecting that to be deep post behind him and create spacing. It's a simple high-low read. And Jordan read it correctly, believe it or not. Like, there's where you want to hit that ball. Yep. But Rome should have got there like this, not like this, right?
That's the Harrison Smith factor. I mean, if you go back and watch at the snap when Rome comes to the point of contact, there really isn't any contact. Watch 22 here. He barely touched him, but it's enough respect for that guy that it literally rerouted Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he ended up on the other side of the numbers. Started inside the numbers, ended up starting to break on the outside of the numbers.
The purpose of the nasty balance, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's just it's just a good play by a good DB right there, really, to just reroute him. And then, like you said, like LaFleur said too, it's not on Musgrave. Musgrave thought it was a high pass to him. He's going up there trying to make a catch.
And that's why it's important to kind of keep up with all the details of the play, because you guys remember in the postgame show, we heard Jordan Love say he was throwing it to Dobbs. What was my reaction? Musgrave ran the wrong route, son of a gun. And that wasn't the case, right? So got to control the emotions, Clayton. You're the worst at it. So here's a little bit better look, too. Let's watch the protection this time. Knowing that this is pretty much scat protection. It's just a 5-man protection. Let's see how many they bring. I think they only bring – actually, there's your free runner. Boom. So you're in scat. Now, you remember Matt LaFleur talked about this was a scat play. It was supposed to be scat – or he said it wasn't scat protection, right? So we were thinking that maybe Josh Jacobs was supposed to pass block here. That's why Jordan wasn't expecting a free runner, would be my guess. Still, he gets the ball off. It's just bad spacing, man. He gets nailed. Free runner from I think it was the Will there that might have smacked him in the mouth. Yep. So there's the second Jordan Love interception. Man, I can't believe we lost this game by 2 points. Like,
I know.
You're down 20. You're down 21-0, and you throw an interception on your own 19, and you end up losing by 2 points. I can't wait to face the Vikings again. It's going to be so much fun.
And with a comeback of you were down 28, so that would have been the biggest comeback in team history.
Packer history, no doubt. So there's that interception. All right, here's the next. I think it's the next drive. Yeah, 5:28 left in the second quarter. This is a 1st and goal play at Green Bay's 14. This is Donald to Jefferson for the touchdown. All right, so let's watch this one. This is 4-3 over Sam 9, cover 2 man. Let me explain what that means real quick. 4-3. So we are in a 4-3. There's your 3 linebackers. We're in an over, in my opinion. I think this would be an over. So you've got everyone shaded to the right here. You're over. Now, it's a balanced look, so I could see how some would say, no, that's actually your Y. That's your U. I could care less. I'm calling it an over, and you're bringing up you're bringing up a Sam. Actually, it's an under. You're bringing in a Sam on the 9 tech. So watch the Sam march up here. I think it's once they go in motion, Eric Wilson passes that off because you're in cover 1 or cover 2 man. Now he's on the line of scrimmage in the run fit, right? So now he's man up on the running back. So what you essentially have here is Keyshawn Nixon, man coverage out here. I believe it was Key on this one, right? With Justin Jefferson, if I remember correctly. So let's see. Where was Key lined up originally? Before the motion, Key was going to be man up on the tight end, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was his original. So that's how you got. We were wondering if it was by design. It wasn't.
Key's probably did Darnold motion him over? Can we go back? Did he motion Jefferson over to that spot?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was by design, though. Kevin O'Connell does the same thing that Matt does. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think it was changed on the fly. Yeah, so he's just telling him, all right, let's go ahead and get in motion.
But you only have Eric Stokes and Keyshawn in at corner.
And here's
at the same point. So Keyshawn at this point is our outside corner.
It's a good point. It's 4-3, right?
And look at X right now. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even see what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
His head. He was talking to Evan Williams pre-snap. I don't even think he was aware of what's going on. Look at to his left.
Yeah.
There's no safety help that way at all.
And it's supposed to be, in my opinion, 2 man under.
Yeah.
So
and he
kind
just
of
sat. But Bullard's feet got flat there.
Yep.
I tell you, man, Keyshawn covered it
perfectly. If he gets his head around, it's a pick.
I never understand that. And it's not just Keyshawn, it's all across the league.
Yeah.
Like, you're in man coverage, they are approaching the goal line. At what point do you go, you know what? They may be throwing the football, right? Like, why are you gonna wait till you run out of the back of the end zone before you turn your head? It's tough, man. Tough look.
Yep.
And again, Justin Jefferson's a dog. We know that, right? We all know that. So
but he still didn't have two of our corners. I mean, Valentine would have started if he was healthy. If he was good to go, he would have been in for job being out. So
no doubt about it, man. Let's watch Gary here. See if this is one of those chip plays. And this is a first and goal, so this wasn't what I talked about earlier. Let's see if it's a single. See what we got here. Nope, it's just a single up. Ball comes out quick, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get to the quarterback in less than 2 seconds. It's just tough, man. It's a tough look there. And again, Keyshawn, he's not used to covering on the boundary. Like you said, we were he said, "Hi, Mom." We
but about as good as you can cover Justin Jefferson. I mean, stride for stride. If Key finishes that play where, it's a pick and we're starting on the, it's a touchback there, picking the end zone. So
absolutely, man. So there you go. More points, obviously, off the turnover from the Love interception. So now they lead 28-0. All right. There's 15 seconds left in the second quarter. This is the touchdown pass to Jaden Reed. Let's get to some good news, y'all.
Here's the guy.
We got 11 gun nub left bunch. All right. Now it was nub left. They're going to shift to bunch, meaning the F, who's Jaden Reed, is going to motion over and settle in right here. And that makes that half diamond bunch set. Okay. So that's why it's 11 gun nub left bunch, T weak, Y out, slot cross, F fade, T leak. All right. So here's what the passing concept will look like. The Y out is just going to be an out route, right? From the tight end over here. Once he motions over and settles in right here, what Jaden Reed, the play call on that side is going to be slot cross. So you're going to see a climb, right? And a dig over top of the climb. And then what Jaden Reed's going to do from this position is just run a fade route off the backside here, okay? And then, of course, the T leak is just going to be pick up a block and leak on an out route here, okay? So this is the fade to Jaden Reed. Beautiful ball, beautiful catch. Jaden Reed's a damn dog, dude. I love this dude, man. So you see he settles in, watch for the fade, ball snapped. It's a switch release too. What that simply means, guys, is where they're lined up, they're not going to end that way. He's going to go outside. Wicks is going to cross over him with the crosser eventually, and then you got the dig, okay? But watch the fade route here. Beautiful ball by Jordan too. Look, Jordan's going to hold the safety, let it rip. You can't throw it any better than that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so frustrating, man. Jordan makes mistakes, but damn, he'll put a dime piece out there too, man. It's just unbelievable. Here's a real good look at it here too, as we can kind of see, all right, what's the protection look like? You see they're mugging the line. They're showing everybody on the line of scrimmage. Now they're doing a little pre-snap movement.
We talked about this pregame.
Mm-hmm.
This is
what they do, man.
Of that Vikings defense. It's sugar on every play.
Yeah, look at the placement of that ball, boys.
Yep.
So beautiful touchdown pass there, Jaden Reed. And this is where he sprinted across field, got the whole crowd absolutely fired up. That carried over in the second half. That's what won us the middle eight there, by the way. So, in a close game, that would be absolutely huge. It still proved to be huge with the momentum. So, all right, fast forward, third quarter, 10:24 left, 2nd and 1 play at Green Bay's 20-yard line. So Minnesota drove right down the field here early in the third quarter. This was going to be a part of the middle eight or borderline middle eight. It's just 10:24. Sometimes I just kind of blend those together. This is the Xavier McKinney interception. I don't want to hear anybody in the chat say this wasn't an interception because I checked the box score and it was an interception. All right. We're in nickel 4-2-5. Yeah, we're in nickel 4-2-5, cover 3, spot drop. So once again, you're getting zone coverage with an interception. I'm trying to remember who it is that's charting it for me. In the chat in our Patreon group, my boy Joshua Dodge. So Josh, here's another interception that goes chalked up the zone. So zone is absolutely dominating when it comes to the creating the interceptions this year. So nickel 4-2-5, cover 3, spot drop. Notice too, guys, they're showing shell coverage right here off the bat. Okay, so With cover 3 spot drop, it's real simple. It's just going to be cover 3 zone. Now, you don't cover grass, all right? You cover players. So once they enter your zone, you got to be able to latch on. And you see the guy who rotates here, right, coming down in the box is going to be the left safety. So essentially what you've got is deep third, right? And this is actually McKinney who's playing that middle curl or middle hook, whatever you want to call it, right? Again, here's going to be a cover 3 look here. Everybody else is underneath. You see Isaiah McDuffie kind of playing the flat, playing underneath here, okay? Watch McKinney read this. This is absolutely wild because essentially what you've got is, I'm trying to look for him. Where is our boy? Here we go. Our boy Aaron Jones is going to kind of get out here and go to the pylon. Watch McKinney read this. This is what I'm talking about. McKinney's zone is right here. McKinney reads it, and he's covering a receiver, not grass. You know how easy it'd be to stick right there?
Right.
You know? Because what they're doing, the way you beat zone is you overload that zone. You've got a guy here going deep, and you're going to send Aaron Jones out here. You've only got one guy on an island. But the difference is I think he's going to be an all-pro this year, obviously. Xavier McKinney's like, we're not waiting. He reads this and knows this guy.
No one's on him. No one's on him.
And he knows he's got Bullard's got deep responsibility anyway, so he can go after this.
Exactly. So he's covered down the seam. There's nobody else threatening his middle zone, right? You got 18 coming across the field. Sam Darnold could have checked it down, but Xavier McKinney knows I've got help here with eyes on the ball, eyes on the quarterback. Somebody's got to take this route here from Aaron Jones. Watch him break on this, man. That is not normal. That is not normal. And again, I'm glad we ain't zooming in to see if he had possession or not. But.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw Bates screaming in the crowd, though.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
So here's another look. Again, this is just kind of your simple. The only overload we've seen so far is that opening drive, right? So this is just kind of your simple, what I would call probably a 7 tech. This right here would be a 2-eye tech. This would be your 3 tech. And then, of course, your wide 9 right here. And, again, I don't think Rashawn Gary is in the game right now. So let's see what happens here again. Watch it roll. Look at McKinney. Look where his eyes are. Let's go get this ball.
Beautiful.
Absolutely wild. And, again, I know there was a bobble at the end, but, man, just an amazing job. Amazing job. So there's the interception that kind of sparked you a little bit. Obviously, you were down 28-7 when you got that pick. Fast forward fourth quarter, 14:08 left, 2nd and 7 play. Green Bay ball at their own 45-yard line. You're down 28-7. This was an interesting play here. I want to get your all's take on this one. 11 gun, Trey left, T weak wrap, Y go, X choice, T safe. Let's see if I can figure out what the hell all that means real quick here. That's a lot of. So wrap concept, real simple. Going to be a sit, and then you're going to run a dig around the backside. You're going to wrap that dig. Okay, that's that. The Y is going to run a go route. So you see dagger in there, right, guys? That's a dagger concept with a sit in between it. I call it wrap because we work left to right. So wrap, Y go, X choice. And I say this because he's running a go route, but if you'll notice, Bo, he recognizes they're in cover 2. Remember, they run cover 2 and cover 4 the most, right? He recognizes this, and watch Bo kind of pull up right here and just sit in the bunker, at what we call the bunker. The way you attack cover 2 zone, you got a base down the seam, splitting the safeties, and you got 2 bunkers along the sidelines, over the corner, under the safeties. Most people call it a hole shot. I've always heard it called bunker. T safe means the running back's going to stay in and block. So you've got a 7-man protection here. 6-man protection, I apologize. So, again, watch Bo. Just key in down here. It's pretty wild. And this is Bo being on the same page with Jordan. He knows. He's reading the safety right here, I'm sure. He's going, okay, safety help over the top. Let me just kind of beat this underneath and just settle in right here. Watch this. And he's going to get eyes back on the quarterback. He knows he's going to need help. Look at him just sit. That's a veteran move right there by Bo. Bang. And, again, that was a 2nd and 7 play for 28 yards. Explosive. Count it. You know what that means. It triples our chances of scoring on this drive, right? Anything you notice there, fellas? Anything at all as we get to the box cam?
What you just said, the chemistry clearly between Bo Melton and Jordan on this play in particular, because that's not, that's not a choice route, but it became one, right? Kind of on the fly. And then Jordan having the presence in the pocket to step out and extend away from that pressure, extend the play, and then find Bo. It's like playground ball at that point, right? Let me get out of here and just throw it down the seam here to my open guy.
That's a dime too, boys.
Yeah, on the run, right on the numbers. That's where you need that ball. I mean, there's no chance of that ball even being deflected or picked or anything. And you had defenders in the area, so.
We talked about this, Emilio. He looked more comfortable in the second half. Like he looks really mobile here. He doesn't look hurt at all right here.
Right. Yeah. So I was going to say, I love that the line was able to fan left and still pick up the block. Josh Jacobs, I know it was a corner probably or a dime or whatever, but still, I mean, pass blocking is key. We kept Love clean there. He stepped up, made a move, and like Tim was saying, Bo perfectly throttled down. You don't need to run. I don't need to see that 4.4 speed right this second. Just find your space. Get your grass. It's like reverse the defense. Grass never, scored touchdowns. Grass is going to score us touchdowns on offense. That's where we need to be.
That's
right. That run that route like you had too many cheese curds,
Right.
Cheese curds make my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
I was trying to tell him that when he was walking the bus. I was trying to tell him.
Oh my God, I love it. So again, that Bo Melton 28-yard pass, you hit on an explosive, triples your chances of scoring. Later on that drive, we had a touchdown pass to Tay Wicks. Short throw, didn't see any reason to show it. So now it's 28-14. Don't look now, but we got a ball game, boys.